Well, it's me, Numistaka, and I'm almost ready to leave southern Florida and come back home, hoping the weather back in the UK is pretty good. It should be. It's a very nice time of year. But before I go back and do some real work, then I thought I'd bring you a couple of interesting arrivals that came over here in Florida because they were from American resellers or auctions, and interesting, very interesting coins. Sometimes British coins find their way to faraway places, and you can often find very interesting coins if you're American over in Great Britain, and for us Brits we can often find interesting British coins in America and in Japan. So let's take a look and see what's inside the first well-packed packet and see what this particular one is about. So the coin that I'm going to show you now is a particularly special coin in my opinion. It's a half sovereign, and it's one of the first half sovereigns that were minted back in the day, in fact back in 1818. So it's in a kind of thick NGC holder, a nice historical holder. The HSV stands for half sovereign. The year is 1818, which was the second year these were minted, and is a rarer year than the 1817 coins. And it is absolutely in gorgeous condition, really clear fields, just bright, lustrous. It's exactly the kind of coin that if you find one of these, it isn't going to be a cheap coin. And a little bit about half sovereigns as well, so that these early half sovereigns, a lot of people collect half sovereigns, a lot of people collect full sovereigns, some people collect both, but there's lots of different varieties and patterns available in the early half sovereigns, and I've noticed more and more people trying to pick these up and finding good ones, a bit more of an interest in these half sovereigns. That 1817 half sovereign, there was over 2 million of those minted, but in 1818 there was only I think 1 million or so minted. The rare one in the series is actually the 1820, where there was really a very small number minted, and those can be twice the cost of the 1817. But I mean, just look at the colour of this golden toned coin, absolutely perfect, lovely example, graded with a 64 quite a few years ago by NGC. Might get higher now. It looks really good. You know, grading changes, and it's one of those that could potentially get a tiny bit higher if it was regraded. It's the nicest one I've seen, but there may be others. So a really nice way to start off this video, showing some interesting coins that have arrived. This one hasn't arrived for any grading. It's arrived because it was bought by a friend of mine and it needed to be delivered to an address in the USA. But a nice kind of thing to watch out for. 1818 half sovereign. The month of May is going to be a pretty big month for new coins, so why not use the special code for May, valid until the 31st of May, and the code is Larry. The code is Larry. Valid at thecoinconnection.co.uk. Just a quick reminder, there's going to be a great Strike on the Day Sovereign coming out on the 24th of May, and you should look out for that coin. It is a sovereign, it's plain rim, it's matte finish, and it's got a special Victoria 200th anniversary privy on the bottom. And there will be, if you're not ready to buy any modern coins, there will be a special code for discount at Coin Connection in June as well. And sometime at the beginning of June, watch out on the channel for one of my videos, and I'll tell you what that new code is. So this one is an arrival from Great Collections. If you haven't heard of Great Collections, they're one of the top coin auction houses in the United States. They're based in California, and they specialize 90% in American coins, and they also do quite a good selection of world coins that come up as well. One of the good things about buying from Great Collection is that they work on a 10% buyer's premium as opposed to the 20 or 25% buyer's premium that you might find in the UK. And they will post things, and if you pay them, I think via PayPal, then they charge a 12.5% buyer's premium, slightly more to account for the extra charges. So onto the coin itself, 1776. It's a pretty old coin. It's a guinea. So for those of you who aren't totally up on old British gold coinage, the modern sovereign started in 1817, and before then all the standard gold coins were guineas, which were worth 21 shillings, and this one is of the type which is a crown over a coat of arms. There's actually three types of guinea patterns generally. There's the military guinea, which was used to pay the troops. There's the spade guinea, and then there's this coat of arms guinea, and there may be a few others as well. Guineas are not something that I get on the channel to show you very often, so I'm just going to make the most of this beautiful coin that has arrived from a friend of mine, for a friend of mine. Interesting little marks just up there on the crown. Wondering whether some of those little shaving marks on the crown are where somebody has taken off micro amounts of gold, because overall the coin looks to be slightly better than AU55 condition to me, and it may be they marked it down a grade because of those little tiny bits of gold on that crown. I don't know. No way of really finding out, but I'd be interested in comments that you might make, whether those it looked like that any of the gold had been shaved off this coin, as was quite a popular pastime in this George III era. So a very nice coin. Every gold collector of Great Britain coins should probably have at least one guinea or a half a guinea in their collection. It's a kind of bridge coin, I guess, between the old hammered coins and the modern kind of milled coins produced in this period. George III, all the coin production was really just getting going. The Industrial Revolution was in the swing of things, and the coinage standards improved quite dramatically from about 1817 onwards with the modern sovereign. Next one for you, and the last one in this video, is a box. Who doesn't like a box? Very nice little US Postal Service special box. The question is, who's it from? Why have I got it? Is it something for me? Is it something that's mine? Is it something from a friend? And we will find out exactly what is in this well-packaged little box in a moment. My bet is that it's golden. Maybe it's something very large. The box itself is not particularly heavy, so I'm not sure. I know there are a few things kind of meant to be coming to me, but it looks like, okay, so what we've got is another package here I can see from Great Collections. So this is an auction win that has been sent to me, and there you go, there's all the documentation and the information from Great Collections, and let's take a look at the coin that's come with it. Sell your coins for the highest bid at Great Collections. 0% seller's fee for coins over $1,000. So this can be quite a low-cost place for selling coins. My reservation about Great Collections is that 95% of their coins don't seem to be auction. They seem to be high start bidding coins. And the first thing I do when I go onto the Great Collections website is I set the search so that I only include coins which have a bid of more than one bid, so that that gets me a list of the genuinely auctioned coins. But often, for things that are specialist, there aren't actually too many of those in the world coin class that I normally look at. This coin is I won't actually unpackage the box on this. I'll keep it boxed up, but you'll be able to see what it is anyway. The 2015 £5 Battle of Waterloo commemorative coin. I've had one of these before in as a raw coin for grading. The price of these coins is around about £1,800, so about $2,200 American dollars. It's got 1.17 ounces of gold in it, and I suspect that at Great Collections this was picked up for probably less than its mint cost, even allowing for the buyer's premium. And I've noticed Great Collections can be a good place to pick up these kind of coins where you're getting British commemorative coins at a good price, and they do sell some very, very good lots, and certainly watch out for them. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, and I'm really looking forward to reading all your great comments.